we opened this story on an ordinary suburban backyard with an ordinary suburban barbecue, an ordinary suburban clothesline with an ordinary suburban child hanging off it, and an ordinary suburban sinister grandfather filling an ordinary suburban kiddie pool with ordinary suburban kiddies in it. But however, there is something unusual about this ordinary suburban backyard. Across the ordinary suburban fence is an ordinary suburban amusement park. And I've been to this amusement park before. And this is not where that ordinary suburban amusement park normally resides. That ordinary suburban amusement park is completely in the wrong area. There is something incredibly weird about this ordinary suburban grandfather and this ordinary suburban shed. Let's have a look at the details. And here is the ordinary suburban grandfather in front of the ordinary suburban amusement park. Yes, the ordinary suburban amusement park looks a little ordinary and suburban, except for one thing. All of the buildings are shaking. Yes, look at them, rocking backwards and forwards, rocking backwards and forwards. No, this is not an ordinary suburban amusement park. This is one that is moving. Why is it moving? How is it moving? That is covered in the next Christmas window. At the centre of this ordinary suburban amusement park is an ordinary suburban 19th century carousel. The ordinary suburban sinister grandfather is showing his granddaughter the ordinary suburban carousel. But there's something unusual about this ordinary suburban carousel in the context of the ordinary suburban amusement park, which is rocking backward forward. It is not rocking backward and forwards. Instead, it is operating completely normally, which is unusual for that particular amusement park, which is moving all over the place. Which means that this is the only thing that's functioning properly. This is highly unusual for this ordinary suburban amusement park. And this ordinary carousel has a problem. One of the carousel horses is missing. Why is this so? I must posit that this particular horse and all the other horses are in fact wingless Pegasuses. And it has moved this ordinary suburban amusement park to the Sydney Myer Music Bowl, which is in Melbourne. But it's in a completely different suburb to both the ordinary suburban backyard and the ordinary suburban amusement park's original location. This is getting a little weird. Let's go to the next window and find out why. And the wingless Pegasus has dropped off the little girl back at the amusement park, to the amazement of all the other patrons of the amusement park. The ordinary suburban carousel has completely stopped, and the rest of the amusement park has just come back. No, I think I have finally worked out the mystery of why this ordinary suburban amusement park has been travelling. The mystery of the suburban amusement park, I think, has been solved. What has happened is that the sinister grandpa has managed to invent a carousel, an 18th century carousel, which can move whole landmarks to all sorts of places, including to outside this ordinary suburban backyard. And in doing so, he's smashed his shed. That's actually disappointing. So, let's just go on to the last traditional panel. Oh, right, it's something completely irrelevant.